welcome to my latest Team Unicorn chat, and I'm delighted to have alongside me PDC World Champion, the Flying Scotsman himself, Gary Anderson. And I'm going to have a chat with Gary about the setup that won him the world title. So here's the darts in question, Gary. Your Phase 3 Unicorn darts, 23 gram. And if you'd just like to sort of show us the barrel, there we go. The grip on the dart, I think we sort of changed from your Phase 1, actually. We took the design of the barrel from, and you gave me a call and said, I fancy trying to grip all the way down the barrel, and you sort of never looked back since.
No, it's been great. I mean, I don't actually grip the barrel, it's more the front of the thing, but I found the grip on the back's sitting nice on the thumb. You know, it's like you say, it's off my old set darts, but just for the stronger grip all the way down.
Excellent, and just a bit of technical information on the barrel. It's 52.32 millimeters in length and diameter 6.35 millimeters. And the stems you're using as well, you're using Unicorn Gripper 3 stems, the two-tone. And I think for as long as you've been with us, you've never sort of switched between lengths of stems. You've sort of stuck with that length stem. I know it's shorter than what you used to use, but going very well indeed, aren't they?
Yeah, I did play with a slightly longer stem, like a standard stem, but when you brought these ones out, I gave them a go, and I've never looked back, to be quite honest. You know, it's about quarter an inch shorter, and they're tipping up nice on the board. Are
you one for as well? A lot of players like to match up the colours of the stems and flights. Are you one, or you're not too fussed, or?
I do like the blue and white.
I know you do.
I do like the blue and white. Yeah. It's I think it's nice looking when it's all matched up. You know, some boys play with black stems, red flights, or white stems, black flights. But nah, I think it's just whatever I like looking at the dartboard. You know, black flights just a wee bit too dark for me. You know, but yeah, I do like the white and blue setup.
And the flights we've touched on there, you like to use a big wing shape flight. Have you sort of tinkered over time with different flight shapes? I know you tried our standards for a sort of a period a year or so ago, but you always seem to come back to the bigger shape flight.
Come back to the pairs. I mean, when I very first started, it was pear shaped and kite shaped that I always played with. Never played with a standard flight, you know. And I got into standards a few years back, and I just found that it helps the dart fly a lot straighter, you know, and especially a wee bit thicker as well. I like a thick flight.
Yep.
So these are 1
They're 0.100 thickness.
100 thickness, which is nice strong flight, you know. So yeah, they've been going okay.
And a lot of people, I'd like to know sort of how many sets do you go through over a period of time of darts? So do you use one every couple of weeks, or do you sort of use them till the grip goes, or?
Probably I'll change them maybe once a month. You know, I've got a thing, if you play with a set of darts for so long, you get used to them, and if you lose them, you're stuck. You've got to find another set.
Yeah.
You know, even having a spare set but you never use, it's a completely different dart, you've got to break them in. So I like to, maybe I wait a month and change my darts, go back to a new set after about 4 or 5 weeks.
Okay, and the points you use, 32 millimeter protrusion out of the barrel. If you just show us, Gary, how you hold your finger against the point there. You like a groove point to hold your finger before release of the dart.
Yeah, I do. It's the reason I use the grip on the point is because that's where I actually grip my dart. I hold the dart with 2 fingers, thumb and forefinger. You know, so this one doesn't really do much. So, and when I throw a dart, it feels like a push from the point. You know, so but the grips help with my thumb as well. So it's
You've always liked to use black points as well. You tend to favour black points.
Black points, silver points cannot grip them. Even with the grip cutting them, I'm hitting Scotland boards and everything. You know, the wee bit of Teflon on the point just seems to give it that bit extra grip.
That's the winning dart setup for the Flying Scotsman Gary Anderson, and thanks for joining me on my Team Unicorn chat.